is a groundbreaking partnership between two leaders in hospitality and in real estate. Now, this is a hotel signing between OSUS and Hilton. Let's take a look at the short video.
With full commitment to develop the next generation of communities. For us, every project is a new journey. We develop its narratives in details. To exceed all the expectations. Our team is our superpower, combining creativity with expertise. Working full of passion to build the next achievements. In OSUS, we solve today's challenges to create the shiniest future. Our job is not just building places, but building a bright future for the next generations.
Now, for a brief signing of the project, I invite on stage Anas AlMajed, CEO for OSUS, on the stage. And I also invite Carlos Khneisser, VP Development MEA for Hilton. Please invite also Mr. Abdullah, founder and chairman of OSUS, on stage for a picture, and the team of OSUS as well for a picture. Congratulations, guys.
Ravi, if you'd just like to join for a picture as well, so thank you very much indeed.
So, to delve into some details of the project, we invite Mr. Ali AlMajed, transformation consultant from OSUS, on the stage. And also invite Carlos back on the stage. And Mr. Kevin Jengis, Managing Director, Development MEA Partners, to moderate the session. So, I'll leave it over to my good friend Kevin for the discussion.
Is this on? Yes. Gentlemen, please take a seat, and thank you all this morning for joining OSUS and Hilton on the signing of their wonderful new project, OSUS in Riyadh. I think after that rather momentous signing, we have an opportunity to be a little bit more relaxed and talk about the projects and some of the positive aspects of the development for both of you. And I'd like to we have a 20-minute session, so I think it's going to fly by. But there's 4 topics I'd like to cover generally, and that's around the strategy for the project, the synergies between your 2 organizations, certainly the positioning of the product in the market, particularly in Riyadh, and then finally, for those of us who are interested in the design aspects, design and especially the guest experience. So, let's start with strategic vision and alignment. I think this one for both of you. What is the strategic vision that OSUS has for OSUS project, considering its location in Riyadh? And obviously for Hilton, why do you feel that's a good step forward?
Thank you very much, Kiriam, for having us today. It's a pleasure to be a part of this very important session and strategic alignment. OSUS usually and is really committed to deliver a development where there is an innovation as well as a sustainability. We commit to deliver and to close the gap in the market when it comes to hospitality. OSUS is basically a perfect example for such innovation and community development. Our alignment with Hilton is really a proven where we share the same vision and the values, and we are very confident enough to deliver a quality and sustainable project suit the market. What is the global and expertise of more than 100 years of Hilton? I'm sure it can be blended with Saudi hospitality, which is famous of, and the vision of 2030, as well as a leadership of Mr. AlMajed and the CEO Anas and the entire team of OSUS. We are really capable and able to deliver such developments, as well as we have a clear vision where we will develop and deliver another community-driven developments in upcoming few years.
That's great. I mean, I really enjoy the aspect of the community integration. Carlos, maybe you can add a bit more as well.
I'd like to thank OSUS and especially my family, Mr. Ravi, for all the efforts that they have put. I mean, it's a great project. No doubt, that OSUS is a forward-thinking company, especially when we talk about the next generation type of projects. I think they already displayed that expertise in delivering great projects that is in line with the next generation ideas, next generation demand, what the next generation really are. If you ask me why and how we are looking for this partnership, to blossom, is when we look at OSUS and the way they work, they see a lot of value in appointing the right consultants. They see a lot of value in delivering a great design way before the project starts. If you look at 5-6 years back, in Saudi Arabia, we used to get projects that are half complete. Take it or leave it, or try to adapt the standards. But also, if you look at how they really think, they value the standards, they value the quality of consultants that are delivering these designs, which bring in a project that's valuable.
Great, I think that's a very nice segue into the next section, which is about the synergy and partnership. And I guess the next question I have for both of you is how you feel that the two brands leverage each other to position yourselves and create a successful venture. Obviously you've touched upon OSUS's vision. Ali, maybe you can sort of see what the connection with Hilton represents to the broader OSUS portfolio.
Well, I believe both parties has a story to be told and experience to be shared. We share the same vision, share the same values. For sure, Hilton brings 107 years of expertise in hospitality worldwide. OSUS also to put on the table a know-how of development and the market need, as well as the gap in the market toward the hospitality and the number of room, and also the quality of service to be provided. Saying that, OSUS is really building a community where our assets and hospitality assets, including the brand residence and hotel, is going to be within almost the same community where you can find residential, find offices, retail, quality of life. So I'm sure where asset footprint and the projects will be a very busy place and community, as well as we are taking care of our asset, and this is why thank you very much, Carlos, for mentioning that we are targeting and we are putting around our projects that top-tier consultants. Those really adding a value to the projects. We believe on planning and involving the right consultants and the partner stakeholder around our projects in a very early stage, where such early engagement is basically adding a value, reducing a risk level, as well as to really deliver a unique and a quality luxury. Imagine that you blend a luxury of hospitality by Hilton with an experience and a welcome hospitality of Saudis. I'm sure you will have quality.
Thanks, Fiona.
I'd like to add a bit of what Ali just said. Partnership is extremely important for us. If you look at our 67% of our new deals in the market is from existing owners. So, and this tells you a lot about the value that we put in place to grow our portfolio with existing partnerships. This is extremely important for us. We put the plans of owners at the heart of ours, and that's how we value our partnerships. Because there's a lot of people, a lot of companies that talks about partnership, but they are not enforcing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we do. I can tell you for a fact, and the stats, it speaks to itself. So I'm looking forward to expand our partnership with OSUS to grow our relationship. And this project that we signed today is one of many projects that we are discussing with the grid team.
That's fantastic. Our practice is working with 6 of your assets at the moment in partnership with not just OSUS but with other developers.
Yeah.
How do you feel the partnership works in that urban context? Obviously not as a standalone hotel, but within a broader community. Do you see value in that partnership relationship in terms of how that then spreads out across urban centres rather than resort locations?
I mean, developers like OSUS needs a partner like us who has 105 years experience in delivering great experience, great value. And at the end of the day, we develop in such a community. We need a value. I mean, we need to create value. And our brands, I mean, like what we had proposed to OSUS with the Hilton Garden and the Curio. I think it's a great combination for that project itself. If you look at the location itself and the identification of the brand fit, I mean, works perfectly. So that's where we had worked in details with OSUS for us to be able to determine what kind of brand fit works for this. It's not just a shot in the dark.
No.
So you need to work a little bit in collaboration, and the teams have really worked together in order for us to be able to identify such brand fit for that great project.
And Anna, is that where you see the value proposition for OSUS?
Yeah, I think so. As I have mentioned that to have an attitude of hospitality by Hilton ensures that add value to our community as well as not only for the end user, also for the investors and for the commercial side of our projects where people can live, people can work, as well as can be entertained using the quality of services by Hilton.
Super.
Yeah, and as well in terms of value we can bring to the table. We bring the value starts from day zero. During the design and construction, we have Hilton has a lot of input on the design and construction in order to make sure that the hotels are designed efficiently and not over designed. And so we want to make sure that the value of the hotel and the way our performance and our future performance matches together in order for us to be able to return that investment. And this is something that sometimes companies just put it on the side and without really looking at it. We focus on this aspect, make sure, because this is what defines the long-term relationship. At the end of the day, the owners, they are bringing us to make sure that we are able to return their investment, the return on investment. So that's our job to do that.
Thank you, Carlos. I think you're making this very easy for both of you because that brings you on neatly to market positioning and competitive strategy. So I guess it's a question to both of you. How do you feel Garden and Curio Collection will add a competitive edge in the market in what's becoming quite a busy sector in Riyadh right now?
I'm sure with the gap and market demand today, Riyadh is almost 32 to 35 to reach almost 70,000 keys until 2030, which is there is a demand for sure. We have started doing our supporting team in the investment process. We are not really just look at 5 years or even 10 years of investment to ensure that we have been very successful. We have engaged market study and research. We have engaged market analysis to ensure that we are really building something for the next 15 years. We need to ensure even future investments of such development will really enjoy quality and enjoy the projects can be sustained next 15 years. And I'm sure, yes, we have won the right partnership. We have really taken care of all the risk management side of it. We have engaged the right architects as well as facility management consultant to ensure that what we designed can be maintained. So yes, sometimes for sure you can design a beautiful architect and buildings, but sometimes it's difficult to be maintained and to even improve and increase the efficiency. We have a strong project development team to ensure that we are tackling every side of it and ensuring engaging the right stakeholder and partner to really deliver what we plan to be delivered.
And I guess, Carlos, in terms of selecting Hilton Garden and Curio was a very specific decision for that particular location. Maybe you could expand on that for us a bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. If you look at Saudi nowadays, and in particular Riyadh, there's still a gap for mid-scale segment. Everybody's focusing on the luxury upper upscale, which is fine. But at least, our partner and OSUS, they decided to go for the gap, and we are extremely excited about that. So there is a gap in the market for the upper end of the mid-scale, which where the Hilton Garden sits.
It very much reminds me of when you launched the garden in Istanbul a few years back. It really killed that market segment and was really successful.
Yeah.
So I see a real synergy there.
No doubt about it. The garden is one of our fastest growing brands in Middle East and Africa. In Saudi itself, we could do hundreds of the gardens all over. So
I think, sorry, to Carlos. Mr. Afnan is here, so it's prepared for many projects, and especially Mecca as well. I think to Mr. Carlos' point is introducing a Korean collection by Hilton. We believe that for the brand resident, it's a new market in Saudi, and we also love to lead that market. We have started with the Korean collection by Hilton. I believe we are going to develop and deliver quality of residential apartment residents within the OSUS community. We have another three also sizable projects. We even introduce another apartment residents coupled with Hilton too. Look forward to seeing that.
Fantastic. Well, look, I think we're coming to a close, so let's end with some more glamorous discussions around design and guest experience. Obviously, it's all about the guest experience in hospitality. It would be good to understand from you what innovative developments and guest experiences are planned for this particular location.
Yeah, sure. We are a customer-centric organization. We like really to deliver a high quality of customer satisfaction, even experience. I'm sure with the luxury of like Garden Inn as well as a Korean collection by Hilton. I'm sure we can blend and provide an extremely quality of service, not even to meet, but also to elevate customer expectation and experience. We believe that we can add value and will have a really very unique services to be provided with our assets.
Yeah. The guest experience is for granted in any of our brands. But if you look at our brands, how they are defined, each brand has a different price point. And no doubt that this location, along with the Curio brand residence, and if you look at the community that is one that will be established in the development, this is on its own a captured audience which we want to focus on. And with our experience in Saudi Arabia for the last 40 years, I believe we would be ready to provide an exceptional service provided at Hilton Garden in OSUS. And nowadays, if you look at our presence in Saudi Arabia, we have nearly 100 hotels trading plus pipeline, and we were looking at bringing more or recruiting more than 15,000 employees in the next 5 years. And half of them are Saudis.
Wonderful.
And that is a great opportunity to grow the tourism GDP in the country by expanding and focusing on the tourism sector. And we're lucky that in Saudi Arabia they are pushing from all angles to actually enhance the tourism sector. From TDF, from the tourism department, from every minister that I meet and sit with, they ask you for support. Please let us know what kind of support you need. Because tourism is a focal point for the country. And we are glad that we are there and we are supported by owners like us.
Thank you, Carlos.
Selecting about my content, it's kind of sophisticated internal process for even a high-quality tier A consultant to reach this agreement in Hilton due to their experience, due to their system, technical services, but to fit even as my colleague Carlos have clearly mentioned that the number of expertise they are pushing in the market, for sure this is a sort of commitment we are expected as a developer. And this is part of even evaluation of selection, a great partner like Hilton. And from this point of view, I would like to thank them for the support we have done through a great relationship and discussion as well as appreciation. Daniel and Alan have done a great job with the OSUS team and investment, also the internal stakeholder as well as our external consultant to ensure we have such of alignment.
Well, gentlemen, I think that probably concludes the discussions for today. I'd like to thank you both for your time, and I'd like to invite you to join me in a round of applause. Congratulations.